Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline.
Here we go.
And San Diego with possession here. Out to the right wing. From the arc. Morrison's shot is good.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Offensive rebound. And the shot goes down.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. And here's the fast break. Booker can't get it to go. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time. Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Outside Payton. Going inside. Rebound Toronto. Here's the break. The three from Wembanyama. Knocks down the triple.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Here's Duncan. Now Payton. Pass to Morrison. 5 on the clock. From behind the arc. Leonard pulls down the board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Booker, good.
Yes, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
And it's Irving missing. Here's Toronto with the ball. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Olajuwon. And again, Toronto with a triple.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And they're running. Leonard with the ball. Irving picks him up. To the inside. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Payton attacking.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Toronto?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
Here's Wembanyama. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Wembanyama's got 5.
And part of what makes Wembanyama so dangerous, a big guy who can push the pace.
And the basket is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
In transition, here they come. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he connects with a jumper. He has 7.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air.
The 3 from Wembanyama. Out to Leonard. From downtown. Unable to get that one. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Toronto out in front, leading by 9. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And here is Irving. Here he goes. And Irving powers it home.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Noah. And it's blocked by Irving. And they get it back. Here's Dixon. And the three-pointer goes. Dixon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
Here's Duncan. Three-pointer, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the paint. Duncan. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And that's the thing about a superstar like Embiid. He does have a score-first mentality, but he trusts his teammates. He knows when to make the right pass.
Here's Dixon. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. San Diego shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. Toronto leading by 7. Irving for 3. And Brewer pulls it down. Here's Duncan. Pass to Dixon. Lets the 3 fly. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Duncan. From deep three-point range. From beyond the arc, and then some. Duncan's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And they're just not willing to give the ball handlers any breathing room.
Now here's Johnson. He's scoreless. And Irving powers it home.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Down low. Morrison. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dixon can't get it to go. Toronto leading by 7. Lets it go from deep. And again, Toronto with a triple.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
To the middle. Shakes him. It's tipped. Here's Duncan. No good from outside. Here's Noah. Pass to Morrison. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Here's Duncan. He's got 7. Knocks it down from distance.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Bro.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Curry. And so Curry nails both of them.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Toronto. The long distance 3 is buried. Irving's got 12 points now in the quarter. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Oh, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. Oh!
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Pass to Ware. And it's Toronto with the rebound. For three, Booker. Roy with the rebound. Here's Philadelphia. Inside. To the paint. Here's Ware. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Booker. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now here's Leonard. Screen by Giannis. On the wing, Booker. Ball with the steal. Holmgren with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's Booker. Up top, Leonard. And again, no good by Toronto. Here's Philadelphia. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Roy. Down low. Here's Ware. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's James. Pass to Ware. Puts up a three. Second shot opportunity.
Bro, I swear this kid's only offense is to try to call the pick and tell the guy to run instead of actually coming through the arm.
Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5
that's his only offense, bro.
when he was on the floor.
He calls the pick and then fakes this, and then fakes the screen and then calls for the
Just
flip.
look how precise the footwork and the shooting is from Devin Booker. So easy from that distance. How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Now here's Booker. He has 5. Takes a three. Outside for Wembanyama. Jacks up a three. Devin Booker, and that's good. Booker's got 8 points.
And I love the confidence Booker has. He didn't even stop to think before letting that one go.
Here's James. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Tries it from the top of the key. And another basket for Toronto.
Showing he's
I was about to say, how did you not steal
interior threat. Wembanyama also
He shot that. Oh my god, and nobody ran for the board.
Pass to Roy.
Bro. The defense quiet.
To the left wing. Clock at 6. They set the pick. Wall. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Such a shrewd playmaker. Love watching Wall break down the defense in the pick and roll.
Booker looking around.
Only if this game was real, though. Only if it was real.
Good.
Like, that's just so garbage. Like, I have to wait 20 minutes for him to finish
second bucket of the game to go.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of this one.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the inside.
I'm telling you, that's his offense. He wants, like, why do you, that's not good ball, bro.
Just carelessness there.
He keeps, like, trying to fake his flip and shit. Like that's so dumb.
Toronto leading by 6. And a deep three from Booker.
I keep missing Booker's shot, bro. It's pissing me off.
And there's the drive. And the rejection by
I don't know why Booker played bad defense, to be honest.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Toronto. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
That was like my vision, and it's so fire with it. It's so fire. That's why it's so fire, Chad. It's so fire when like you can help your fans and shit, but they don't disappoint. Like they're not disappointed. It's like you putting niggas on the court to drop 30, and that ass doing all thing to drop 30.
Irving with the ball. Screen by Duncan. Offensive rebound. Out to Kirilenko. Duncan outside. And they call an illegal screen.
Why is he setting illegal screen just move? I don't really need screen that bad, yo.
Creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Here's Robinson. Toronto grabs the miss.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play. And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
I thought he was going to pass the ball. I'm surprised he didn't.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Reeves with it, and it's Johnson picking him up.
I'm telling you, that's his offense. Like, why does he keep doing that dumbass shit?
And he'll go to the line
That's how you use him, bro.
That's on Julius Irving.
I like how Rudy uses his athleticism to draw some attention. He puts the D in
No
the
more he's playing
difficult
on
spot
some of the
there.
account, bro. No way he plays the game for real.
He hits them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
On the wing, Duncan. There's the triple. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
And then he quits after running that dumbass offense.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside.
Here we go.
The tip-off goes to Detroit. Yao in the high post.
That's your offense, bro. Backing me down, Yao. That's good ball.
Now check out Yao doing big man things. I mean, this guy's size makes those openings easy picking.
Down low, Elijah with three. Booker. Rebound, Detroit. Now here's Young. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
This is why they get Yao the ball inside. He's basically unguardable this close to the rim.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Oh my God. That's right, if that nigga can't score, we just not scoring, bro.
Shoots the three.
And
again, Toronto with the triple.
No doubt Booker has tremendous confidence in that jumper. Feels like he can score from anywhere.
And Leonard has
oh my God, bro. The lead ass passing, bro. That's me.
Pass to Yao. Isaac with the ball. Now guarded by Giannis. Outside, Davis. Just 5 on the clock.
No way this thing's for real, bro. No way that's your actual offense, bro.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Oh my God,
no good from Booker.
He made that way more difficult than it had to be with that leaning jumper. As a result, he comes away empty.
But I'm not scoring, though. Hey, this game should be over.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. And again, Toronto
bro.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Our test, good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Good on the triple. Booker's got 6.
And you gotta appreciate how competitive.
I thought my player got injured, bro. I was gonna play. Thank God he saved.
With a triple of his own.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. No one near Isaac as he lets it go.
Okay, Isaac's still a horrible shooter.
Yeah, and he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor. This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Wall. To the middle. Here's Yao. The shot, no good. Good defense by Wembanyama. Leonard with the ball. Isaac picks him up. Onto the Kumbo, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Outside, Wall. Pick by Yao. Isaac outside. Puts one up from 19. No good that time. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Detroit leads by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low. And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Toronto trailing. And let's get an update on LaMelo Ball's injury with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Detroit gave us some status update. And unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Here's Duncan. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Brewer. Inside. Here's Noah. And it's Gerlinko with the rebound.
Like, I'm down to a nigga like this is crazy, bro.
Somehow the defense just threw him off.
Irving for three.
That's why I'm down. This game is so weak. Like, honestly, bro.
That three off the mark.
How's that very time?
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Noah, guarded by Embiid. Here's Ware, and down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
To the inside.
Bro, you're not supposed to do that, man.
Shot by Duncan.
Oh my God, and then that's spread out.
To the right side. Fires the three. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
Here's
out of bounds. I was about to say that's all
and
that
out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Can't drive baseline.
Here's Toronto now. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Duncan outside. Jump shot is good that time. Duncan's got 5 now.
Well, Duncan is a guy who knows how to assert himself offensively. When he likes a look, he does not hold back.
James looking around. .133 left in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Ware. And the rejection by Embiid. The kick out to Irving. Going inside. Back to Duncan. Fires the three. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Here's Noah. Johnson with the block. They get it back. And taken away by Johnson. Irving for three. Lets it go with the three. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Toronto.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
No, I wasn't
You're
expecting
also
to
seeing that high motor in terms of their ability to block shots or alter them, bringing that presence defensively.
Johnson the screen. The tray. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
.17 seconds left in the first half. Here's Noah. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
That's what I like to say.
And Noah does have a mid-range shot. He's just not all post moves.
He keeps stepping out so far, bro.
For an opening. Here's
like, I can't, bro.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Toronto ahead. They're up by 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Toronto leading by 4. A moment for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Detroit gave us some status update. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline. And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
Pass to Ware. Now Wall. He's covered by Leonard. In the corner, it's Noah. Just 5 to shoot. The shot will not fall.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Nailed from three-point land.
And Booker is just letting it all hang out right now. This young guy's confidence special.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Good on both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Wembanyama, a screen. Launches it. Detroit with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now Yao. 6 points for him. Goes back up. And the rejection by Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo's size, no doubt a huge factor, a master at getting up to block shots.
Booker sinks the 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
And the coaching staff loves when Booker attacks. Puts the pedal to the metal there.
Inside. 1:49 left in the third. And Isaac.
Bro's matching me score for score, bucket for bucket in the third quarter. My starter's not playing no real defense, I guess. That's why he's outscored me in the first 2. It's crazy. This kid shouldn't be scoring the way he's trying. Them boys are liars.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Wembanyama, that's for 2. And it falls over the rim and in. And now a 9-point Toronto lead. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I don't know why he doesn't quit. Them boys are liars. Them boys are liars.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So both teams changing it up here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And ball gets double teamed. And a bit of a bad for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Pass to Isaac. Jacks up a 3. And it's Kurylenko with the rebound. Toronto leading by 9. Here's Duncan. Stolen by Ortiz.
Oh, wow. Oh, you did not need to foul him there.
Detroit shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Irving for three. Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got 12.
It's been this way since halftime.
He's got
Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
A nice shot by Yao.
And Ming is mammoth in terms of his size, exceptional at using it to snare those offensive rebounds.
Outside Irving. Out to Duncan. From outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Duncan's got the lead up to 11 now for Toronto. Pass to Davis. 3 seconds left. That shot off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Ali LaForce.
Here we go.
And so it's Dallas with it. Pass to Edey. And that one good.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
A nice shot by Booker.
What a skilled long-range shooter. I mean, imagine if Booker keeps getting better from that range.
For three. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Yeah.
You gotta be trolling, right? Like, you're not playing the game for real, bro. Like, or we not here to play the game. I know games not fun, but like, it's a game. You feel me? Jason don't want to play the game.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge.
Here we go.
And Virginia Beach starts out with the ball. It's Beasley on the wing. Outside, Payton. Shot clock at 5. Top of the key. And he connects with the jumper.
And the intelligence of Payton, reading defenses like a book and understanding when to take the shot.
And here's Booker from the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Beasley for 3. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Booker with it. And Abdul-Jabbar picks him up defensively.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Stackhouse. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
Yeah, with Stackhouse's ability to attack the rim, that three-point shot is going to usually be there for him. You defend him too close on the perimeter, and you're risking a blow-by. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special. And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Beasley. To the middle. The kick out to Abdul-Jabbar. No good from outside. Here's Toronto. They trail by 1. Wembanyama outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Payton with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Inside. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Fires the 3. And it's Leonard missing. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Took him no time at all on that one. Booker's got a couple of threes now in the first for Toronto. To the right side. Stackhouse outside. Now Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Duncan. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. A drive by Booker. And Booker throws it down.
And the coaching staff loves when Booker attacks. Puts the pedal to the metal there.
Into the lane. And Payton throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
And Booker is just letting it all hang out right now. This young guy's confidence special.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. The shot missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Toronto. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We come back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Now here's Payton. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
And so here's Toronto. On its way from Irving for two. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Holmgren with the bounce pass. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Irving.
Oh, that's so good.
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Buries it from three-point range.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and the layup's good off the glass. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
On the officials' call, travel violation.
That's how you let him last. Legend.
1:56 left in the first half of the game. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Bro, I can't catch a break, bro.
Like that is questionable and creates
I guess he gets a fluke stop. I get a fluke stop, so he gets a fluke stop too.
You have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Back to Daniels. Virginia Beach working the ball around now.
Bro, you get called like 20 timeouts already, bro. Oh.
quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Holmgren with it. Now defended by Embiid. Just 5 to shoot. And again, it's Virginia Beach missing. Toronto with the ball. Fires the three. Connects from three-point range. Duncan's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Down low. Holmgren gets the bucket.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
And on the way from Irving for three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Irving for three. The rebound.
Bro, like, hit the three right there.
Virginia Beach trails by 4. From outside the arc.
Good ball, bro.
The shooting touch. Wembanyama is unreal.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Irving attacking. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Duncan outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. Pass to Wembanyama. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Toronto leads by just 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And so Booker will bring it up for Toronto. It's a 1-point game. Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
And here's Daniels. Knocks it loose. Outside Roy. Pass to Wembanyama. On the clock. For the tie. And the
yo, you know what? That's so wild. That is wild.
Tied up now for Virginia Beach.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play.
Good ball, though.
And the foul on Dyson Daniel.
He can't help himself.
That is his first foul of the game. Tries a three off the inbound. Booker sinks the three.
And I love the confidence Booker has. He didn't even stop to think before letting that one go.
Outside, Olajuwon. Wembanyama outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Olajuwon. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto. Pass to Roy. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, good luck trying to guard Brandon Roy. This guy can do it all out there.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Toronto leading by 3. For 3, Booker. They get the rebound. Olajuwon on the wing. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
A three from Wembanyama. Booker outside. Wembanyama outside. Back to Booker. 5 on the clock. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Holmgren up top. Outside for Wembanyama. To the paint. Here's Daniels. Back to Wembanyama. Embiid with the steal. Three-pointer. No good from Duncan. Virginia Beach trails by 5. Wembanyama outside. Pass to Tatum. Fires for 3. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Here's Toronto. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's an 8-point Toronto lead.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
Wembanyama, no good. Duncan right side. And again, Toronto with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul.
Timeout.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Toronto leading by 9.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so it's Toronto up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Virginia Beach trails by 12. Here's Duncan. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Here's Duncan. And that comes off the assist by Abdul-Jabbar. Duncan's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Virginia Beach. Toronto leading by 9. Booker looking around. Fires from deep. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And you got to appreciate how competitive this kid is. Just coming right back at you with a triple of his own.
Back to Duncan. Three-pointer. Tries again. And it's Abdul-Jabbar getting it to go.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Giannis. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Virginia Beach pulls it in. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I got some news from Toronto's head athletic trainer, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
and you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Pass to Booker. Wembanyama, a screen. 5 to shoot. Off target from outside. And Beasley has the ball here for Virginia Beach. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now Abdul-Jabbar, defended by Wembanyama. Out to Duncan. Beasley outside. Virginia Beach needs to get off a shot here. Here's Duncan. Wembanyama with the rebound. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and beyond the obvious physical skills, Green just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge even in the biggest of moments.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
To the inside. And to Tacumbo. Giannis dunks it down.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets. Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. From downtown, good on the triple. And it's an 8-point Toronto lead.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
It's taken away by Payton. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Virginia Beach working the ball around them. The kick out to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Payton. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Onto Tacumbo with the steal. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Tonight, we'll see Toronto as they play against... Philadelphia. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines.
Here we go.
And so here is Toronto. Now here's Booker. Beyond the arc. Gets the three to fall.
Boy, this guy's operating like a 10-year vet. Booker making all the right decisions almost immediately.
Davis a screen. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Throw it AD's way, and he'll take care of the rest. A huge alley-oop target for his teammates.
Now Philadelphia with it. Here's Roy. Here's Wade. Stripped away. In transition, here they come. For three, Booker. Back to Wembanyama. For three. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Outside Davis. Pass to Roy. Back to Davis. Three-pointer. Just 5 on the clock. Shot is good by Edwards.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
The three. Edwards, no good.
Oh, you have to love the spin move there, but he couldn't quite gather himself for the shot.
Now Philadelphia with it. 4-point game.
Switch.
Here's Roy. Pass to Davis. Here's Wade. This one for three. Good D by Antetokounmpo.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. .136 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Booker. Good. And Antetokounmpo.
The game is never run pop. He should do never nine quick.
Gets the assist. Booker's got 8.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Spins. Pass to Wade. And he drives in. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
He quit, right? There's no way he's back in that bounce like that. He's got to quit. I know bro doesn't really want to sweat this game out. Damn, yeah.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Along with... Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now.
And it's
Atlanta to start out. Booker with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Leonard with no one around.
Like, that's so messed up.
And
It's like, why did he switch from the corner,
that
bro?
one goes in. And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it.
That's good, bro.
No doubt Booker has tremendous confidence in that jumper. Feels like he can score from anywhere.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Money from the wing.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
From deep, Giannis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You like to see Giannis hitting those, but you'll live with that if you're the defense.
Fires top of the key. And again, it's Atlanta.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Here's Booker. Into the lane. And the dunk by Booker.
And the coaching staff loves when Booker attacks. Puts the pedal to the metal there.
Smith on the wing. Booker looking around. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Booker's got 7.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what.
How did he go out of bounds, bro? Like,
early,
what the
watch
fuck?
out.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Sweet move. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, the back pass. Horrible pass.
Smith on the wing. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. Atlanta leading by 7. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Inside. And Antetokounmpo. Rejected by Booker. Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the way.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
A kick out to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Booker. No one near him. And that comes off the assist by Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker flashing his athleticism. What a dunk there by the young guard.
And here's Booker from the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Booker, good.
No doubt Booker has tremendous confidence in that jumper. Feels like he can score from anywhere.
And Booker throws it down.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Out to the right wing. Back to Booker. Here's the three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And so it's Devin Booker.
I can't believe I gave you 18 points in the first quarter, nigga. That's crazy. Why the fuck would I play on ball, nigga? Please explain why would I play on ball defense? That makes sense. Why?
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard.
Only box play on ball. I'm not gonna lie to you, gang.
So far. I know it's early, but all those 3 points.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
This nigga said play on ball. Why the fuck would I do that? I need you to give me a reason, gang.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness?
No way, that's okay. I guess it's not contested.
Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts. And when he gets
but I'm him. That's the difference. I'm him.
Very little you can do defensively.
No, but I'm different though. Like you're not like me for real.
No way, the D was gonna slow
nigga said Zen. Nigga, it's just a video game. Stop taking it so seriously, bro.
Smith gets the opportunity to attack the rim, he's gonna take it.
Yeah, clearly not taking the game serious. Type shit.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Scoring?
Irving's got the lead up to 2 now.
Because I'm good at the game, bro?
Several league changes going on here in the early
Alright, bro. I'm not the one who's telling you to rim run. You don't have to rim run. You can shoot too, nigga. The fuck? You acting like I'm forcing you to rim run. You acting like I'm forcing you to rim run. You acting like I'm forcing you to rim run, gang. You can shoot the ball too, gang. Shoot and rewards, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro.
Pass to Duncan.
Buckets. Buckets. Never mind, I'm ass. You're right, bro. I'm so trash. Oh, you didn't throw that? Okay, I see you.
They can't count on him to continue missing.
Shit, you could have fooled me, nigga. I thought you were. Thank you for telling me, bro. I appreciate you. I don't know why you would call out your player like that. That is dumb as fuck. That is so dumb, bro. Why would you call out your player? Nigga got the. I thought you were going to lie to me. I thought you were trying to finesse me. Nigga got the brain of a 2-year-old.
And you know, guys, with Embiid,
oh wow, bro. Embiid.
It's not just about his individual play. He changes
you right.
everything.
I'm not smart at all, bro.
On that team, that's how dominant he
Good
is.
Shit, bro. Cook up, nigga. Cook up, nigga. You hard. Let's see what you do when D-Book comes out the game, though, nigga. That nigga D-Book can't play forever, nigga. Okay, I'm just saying. I knew you were gonna shoot that dumbass shit, and 2K rewarded you. I knew you were gonna shoot that dumbass shit. 2K rewarded you. Hey man, let's see what you do when D-Book comes out the game, my boy. Let's see what you do when D-Book comes out the game, my boy. What?
And he sinks the second.
What's your point? He got to come out the game, though, no? And I said, let's see what you do when he comes out the game.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player.
Shea?
Excellent.
You funny as fuck, nigga. Ain't no way I'm getting cooked by Shea, nigga. You stupid.
Irving for 3.
Wow. Good jump, bro. Good jump, bro. You only got that because you jumped and you knew it. Good jump, bro. Good jump, bro. Good jump, bro.
Has all the tools he needs to erase shots.
Type shit.
Toronto trails by 5.
Type shit.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Duncan.
I don't know why he did a spin fade. That shit's wild as fuck, bro.
Duncan to stop the run.
Wow.
Antetokounmpo's size, no doubt a huge factor, a master at getting up to block shots.
Here's Irving. He's got 5. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3.
No, you're not.
Offensive rebound. Nice hit again. And the wide open shot from Duncan.
Wow, bro.
Again,
You're right, bro.
by Toronto.
I'm ass, bro.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Irving. Outside Leonard. Leonard down the lane.
That's what this coaching staff has encouraged Leonard.
Not really. Debo got to come out the game, bro.
Here's Irving. And the rejection by
Okay, I'm going to break him again, nigga.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition.
Have fun while the game keeps dick sucking you, bro. Eventually the game will stop dick sucking you, bro.
Free throw, good, Booker.
Type shit.
Well, when it comes to desire to create offense, there's no cause for concern with Devin Booker.
You still gonna take this L, so it's all good, gang. Just remember you said that. Just remember I said you. Just remember I said. Just remember I said you finna take this L. Just remember I said you finna take this L. Don't forget. Just remember I said you finna take this L. Just remember that. You worried about contested shots. Just remember I said you finna take this L, nigga.
Minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
I will.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact.
Of course it's foul. No, it would have been a foul regardless. Only box play on ball, nigga. Only box play on ball, nigga. You got playing on ball defense takes no skill, my boy. Playing on ball defense takes no skill, bro.
30 seconds left to play.
I'm not sitting in the corner, gang. You acting like I'm sitting in the corner. No, I'm not.
Irving for 3.
You niggas said I sit in the corner. Like what? How am I sitting in the corner?
To Duncan. To end the cold streak.
Okay, bro. You can say so.
Pass to Embiid. And on the way from Irving for 3. Another miss.
You on that? You on that? I'll give you that.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes
what,
it worse.
Their body language
you thought you were him, huh?
right now. They're deflated and unable
let's see what your starters are still in. Your starters are still in.
First half to a close.
Nigga said since you started playing for real. All right, gang.
And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second.
You just got a little run. It's all good. We all get runs.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Pass to Wembanyama. And stolen by Wembanyama.
What Wemby shit, nigga? Nigga acting like, no I didn't. No I didn't. What the fuck?
And here's Booker from the arc.
Okay, bro.
Another shot. Outside.
Okay, bro.
Wembanyama. No good on the wing.
Okay, bro.
And it's Irving with the ball for Atlanta. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. From downtown, Olajuwon grabs the miss. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Atlanta leading by 12. Pass to Embiid. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Embiid. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. Atlanta with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Banchero. And the rejection by Leonard. Booker with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Wembanyama's got it back down to single digits for Toronto. Wembanyama, a screen. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
A three off the inbound. Three, Kawhi, good! Atlanta leading by 9. Embiid the screen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. With 3, Booker. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And Booker is just letting it all hang out right now. This young guy's confidence special.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Toronto grabs the miss.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
A three from Wembanyama. Atlanta again missing. Toronto trails by 4. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Atlanta with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Embiid. Back to Wembanyama. Embiid the screen. Wembanyama, what a high release on the 3.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Duncan, a screen. Here's Irving, and Dr. J slams it in.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Wembanyama. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Wembanyama's got 5.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Atlanta leads by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wembanyama.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 6-point game. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance. But look, he's got to find something easier.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Booker with it. The leader. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And we see this so often from Booker because he has the green light to take any shot he wants.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Wembanyama outside. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Kept alive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Atlanta making a switch here. Screen by Leonard. And here's Booker from the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
An awesome distributor. Booker's floor awareness and understanding of when to dish it is a real weapon.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
You got it, nigga. I'm not gonna lie. You got it. You got it, nigga. Okay. If a nigga is what you want to fuck, bro, you got it too. You got that too, bro. 2K dick suck you the whole time, so you won. It's okay, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Said the nigga that's what?
Another three.
Wait, you said what?
In textbook
I thought that's what I was doing. My fault.
It look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal.
Niggas talking about I'm left sticking like this is not 2K25, nigga. You want me to dribble? You nigga wants me to dribble in 2K25. There's no dribble moves on the game since September, nigga. Nigga acting like there's been a dribble move on 2K since 2K25.
Here's Leonard.
Oh, nigga, you got it. Some niggas, trash niggas win too, bro. Hey, bro, trash niggas win too, gang. Bro, trash niggas win too. It's okay. You have your fun, gang.
Take care of the ball. No needless fouls and no.
Play me on half, nigga. Play me on half. Play me on half.
And here's Booker.
Play me on half. Add me right now. Play me on half. Add me right now, gang. Add me right now. Play me on half. Since you want to talk about this shit, play me on half. Alright, nigga. I fade on no matter what. It don't matter what game that I'm playing, nigga. I'm fading regardless.
Just 4 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Booker.
Nigga said that's off.
Down the step back.
Nigga, I'm a fade demon, nigga. There's nothing off, bro.
And here's Atlanta. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
Nigga, acting like I'm sitting off ball. Do you know how to play? Yo, do you know how to play the game? That's how I know you're a bot. You're talking about off ball. How am I supposed to guard the pick and roll, nigga? Are you okay?
Atlanta needs to get off.
Nigga, are you mental? Brother, do you know how to play? Do you know how to play defense? Do you know how to play defense?
They go on one last run.
This nigga said I'm sitting off ball, nigga. I'm rotating every time you set the pick, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh my!
And so it's
nigga, I'm not from Egypt, brother. What the fuck?
Here's Booker.
You sound like you don't have too many brain power up there, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. You got it though, bro. GG's, bro. GG's, bro. Have fun. Have fun on your game, bro. Have fun on your game, bro. Okay. I hope this shit makes your life, bro. It don't seem like you got much else going on in your life, gang. It don't seem like you got much else going on in your life, bro.
But they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Okay,
well,
bro.
folks, that's going to do it for now.
Like, I don't know what you want me to say there.
Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Well, I might get Curry, bro. I played Curry before. Off the channel of me being annoyed. Off the channel of me losing that game. GG's.